Survival is usually credited to the biggest, the fastest, and the strongest, but in the wild, being microscopically small or physically slow can provide a specific kind of protection that an apex predator can't replicate. To see how these limitations actually work in practice, we have to look at the inhabitants of Goldenwood Forest. This group consists of Turtoo, a slow-moving turtle, Ricky, a tiny mouse, and Boo, a crow. Each animal has a clear physical liability, but when they stay together, Boo's aerial view, Ricky's ability to hide, and Turtoo's hard shell create a system where one friend's strength covers another's weakness. Then there is Lily. As a young deer, she has the advantage of size and incredible ground speed, but she is entirely alone. Without a group to monitor her blind spots, those physical gifts don't actually make her safer. Bringing an outsider like Lily into a tight-knit group changes the dynamic of the forest. It creates a network where even the most vulnerable member gains the protection of the whole. The trio brings Lily into the fold, disregarding the fact that she stands several feet taller than any of them. This adds a fourth layer to their defensive map. Lily provides high-speed ground evasion, which completes a 360-degree perimeter for the group. They spend their days by the pond, sharing information and keeping watch. This proximity is what keeps the system functioning. But this reliance on being together is also a risk. If one member is separated from the others, the defensive perimeter breaks, leaving that individual exposed to the forest's threats. The first test of the group occurs when Lily fails to show up at the flowering tree. For a network built on constant communication, her absence is an immediate red flag. Boo immediately takes to the air. As the group's reconnaissance asset, the crow can scan much larger sections of the forest floor than the mouse or the turtle. Boo finds Lily trapped in a hunter's net. The rope is thick and the knots are tight, rendering her primary survival trait, her speed, completely useless. She is effectively immobile. To get help quickly, Boo carries Ricky on his back, descending through the trees, bypassing the thick undergrowth that would slow the mouse. While Lily's large hooves can't break the rope, Ricky's tiny sharp teeth can. He begins gnawing through the individual strands of the net, working with a precision that the larger animals lack. The heavy-duty rope was woven to withstand the strength of a deer. Against the teeth of a creature weighing less than an ounce, that thickness offers no resistance at all. While the rescue is underway, Turtoo arrives on the scene. He wanted to help, but his slow pace meant the situation had already changed by the time he reached the net. The sound of heavy boots signals the hunter's return. Lily, Boo, and Ricky have the speed to scatter into the brush immediately, but the turtle does not. Turtoo pulls into his shell, a defense that works against predators, but not a human. The hunter takes him as a substitute prize. In this exact moment, the group's defensive network is fractured. Turtoo's loyalty brought him to the scene, but his physical limitations turned him into the hunter's new target. Ricky watches the hunter walk away and realizes they can't rely on a direct rescue. They have to use the hunter's own behavior to create an opening. Lily moves ahead of the hunter and lies perfectly still on the path. When the hunter sees a full-grown deer apparently dead on the ground, he drops the sack holding the turtle and moves toward the bigger prize. While the hunter is distracted, Ricky emerges from the grass. He tears a hole through the burlap, creating an exit for Turtoo. Turtoo heads for the nearby water as fast as his little legs can carry him. The moment he hits the water, Lily springs up and sprints into the woods, leaving the hunter with nothing. By coordinating their actions, the friends turned the hunter's focus into a weakness. They didn't have to be stronger than him, they just had to be more organized. The hunter is left empty-handed on the path. He had the advantage of tools and strength, but he was working alone, which made it easy for a group to outmaneuver him. Back under the flowering tree, the four are reunited. They are an unlikely group, but each of them is alive because they stayed within reach of one another. In a single afternoon, every physical advantage the group possessed, Lily's speed, Boo's flight, and Turtoo's armor, was neutralized by the hunter at least once. Survival shifted when they stopped acting as individuals and started operating as a single unit. When the hunter targeted one friend's limitation, the others stepped in to bridge the gap, turning a group of vulnerable animals into a team that couldn't be caught.